It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Buccaneers and the Dirty Birds under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Set for a good matchup in the NFC South, so glad you were with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is a division you know a lot about, and the rivalries within this division always kind of gives you a good game when it's NFC South against NFC South.
Yeah, and this is a division, Mike, that I've lived in for a long time in my career, and at one point, you can make the argument that it was the best division in football. But right now, it's the quarterback uncertainty. Do we have the quarterback of our future? Did we just draft one? Did we just sign one? What does that look like? 2 of the 4 teams, brand new coaches taking over control to start this season. No division won fewer games last season. They've got a lot of work to do before this division can hold a candle to some of the others we see throughout the NFL.
Avery Williams on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot.
And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Oh, man, what a start to this one, Greg. Right out of the gate, first play of the game. A big ball downfield for the touchdown.
I don't even think the fans have settled into their seats, Mike. I mean, you talk about a fast start. There was no settling into this one. This play caller wanted to attack early, and boy, did he ever.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina, and then with the Rams. But now year 2, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
One thing about this guy is he epitomizes the word resiliency. After a promising start to his NFL career, he hit a major wall. I mean, he was essentially, Mike, discarded by the entire league to the point where many felt he was destined to just be a career backup. However, once he got that second chance, he took it and ran with it. Now that his career is back on track.
In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Falcons offense is going to take over now for the 2nd time. They had the stunner to open this game. One play to the house. What do they do on this drive? It's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
2nd down, Cousins. To the right, that's Pitts. And a whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. 1st down, left.
Already a little better than the first time the ball, Mike. Oh, Mike, remember, opening possession right now. Signs you like now. Pick up there by the back. Up the picks.
On 1st down, back to Robinson. And he'll manage up about 4. Levant David to work on defense. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's Ray McLeod. And a whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
They seemingly did everything right defensively outside of the overall execution. They forced the quarterback to throw a contested ball in the middle of the field. They were able to get a hand on it, but it was all for naught. The pass still ends up in the arms of the intended target and leads to a nice gain.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Cousins now on 2nd down. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Great London. Touchdown Atlanta.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
On is Koo for the point after. The kick is good. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Buccaneers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll run with the 3rd-year man. It's Rashad White. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Mayfield. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring it down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Mayfield. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And the Bucs have got a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. They'll set up the screen to White.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll try to run with White. This defense backed up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback hands and test this defense through the air.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the pylon, he's in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Buccaneers 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Pitts is the man in motion. So, we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. For the Falcons in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, the veteran Kirk Cousins. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. These 2 teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They send Godwin in motion. On first down is Mayfield. And that one incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. The second down throw from... Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Well, Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now, Cousins. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, White, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
It's complete to Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's going to run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. They get 16 on that connection. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys...
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On 2nd down, Baker. Throw across his body is complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's White. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Short throw taken by Pitts. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Cousins gonna throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nice pickup there by Bijan Robinson. And so often these big running backs coming out of college, Mike, everyone just assumes they're downhill guys and the passing game is an afterthought. Bijan led all rookie running backs with 58 catches last year. It continues to be a big part of his game. He is the ultimate dual threat back.
They'll run with Robinson. Has an opening. Past the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On first down, Cousins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Drake London was the intended receiver there. And third down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Baker to throw. He runs with it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Throwing is Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. Second down and 8. Here's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Good start there. Early completion, but now they've got to get across midfield and go. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. First and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. On the give, it's Robinson. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Slot receiver, headed right. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to go backwards again. They went to him twice in a row. The defense stops him twice in a row for loss. And now it's 4th down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here we go. One final play. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So it's a win here for the Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.